You guys want to play for some money?
How much cash you got? Because I'm going to take all of it.
Top players expect exceptional performance from their footwear. Square's patented design delivers power and performance shot after shot.
Crushed it.
Hold on, fellas, I'm your fourth.
Good shot. We're in trouble.
The all-new 2024 Squares, the performance golf shoe.
Baseball? Nah. Football? Done it. I think I'm going to go after the PGA Tour.
Bo, you're going to need the right equipment company.
I think I got that.
Tour Edge backs all their clubs with a lifetime warranty.
I know.
They ship all their premium clubs within 48 hours.
I know.
All their premium clubs are hand-built in the USA.
I know.
You know, Tour Edge has won 35 times out here.
Guys, I know.
Pound for pound, nothing comes close.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to like experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
It helped me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
And welcome back to BGT 2.0, Big's Golf Talk. John Quick along with Bill Cuevas here. And football leaders across the country want you to know that there is a huge crisis with sports officials and football referees. They urge you to visit sayyestoofficiating.com now and become a football referee. As a matter of fact, sign up for baseball. Sign up for your favorite sport.
Sign up for pickleball.
Well, that's not say yes to officiating, but yeah, pickleball needs referees as well. Say yes to officiating.com, and it will guide you to your proper state and everything else for you to become a high school official in whatever sport that you would want to become. But there is a huge crisis at the football sport that they need football.
Do you think, in your opinion, that if they paid more money, because people used to do it for the love of it until you got all this entitlement and little Tommy is a superstar and everything that he plays and he's going to make the pros and you're prohibiting him and you're doing a lousy job, blah, blah, blah. Do you think money is going to help that issue, or people are just tired of the parents and even some of the kids, not all the kids, but because they do learn from their parents, but you know, the involvement, because I think it's unfortunate why a lot of parents will spend all day Saturday and Sunday at these fields for their kids and stuff like that. Maybe they need to close them off.
So great question. First off, and I have the answer.
Okay.
The number one answer by a preponderance reply by surveys and feedback on sports officials or those lack of becoming a sports officials is not the money as much as being treated unfairly by coaches, by parents, you know, and all that stuff. Now, the leaders such as myself in each state are doing a great job in trying to close the gap on that and trying to educate those and have a zero tolerance for that behavior. But coming close second is, you know, obviously the whole phrase, I don't get paid enough to put up with that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
How much is enough to put up with that?
Yeah,
is it really the money?
Is there really a right number for you to put up with that. I mean, come on, really. I mean,
I
don't
look at
think
it.
there's a magic number that
No.
that could be created to say, okay,
No.
we're going to tolerate this behavior.
No, not at all. Because I mean, even with the police department, those guys, some of these places, just to keep up with other places are starting with $60,000, $70,000. And I'm like, you couldn't pay me enough to do that. There's, I mean, it's like they're getting ambushed. They're doing all kinds. I mean, it's like our world has changed so much over the last decade and a half when it came to respecting people, period. As a whole, you're not allowed to your opinion. You're not allowed to talk about your opinion. You can't talk about anything without offending somebody. And it's like, is it worth it? It makes it worth it. And then, you got, once COVID had hit and everybody got used to being at home and give me, and give me some more. That's what it's gone to. This world is like, just give me, hand it to me. I'm entitled to it. And, where that interaction is, it's terrible, man. I feel bad because, I know guys like you, even Greg, he enjoyed doing umpiring and all that stuff. But the parents are, honestly, they're killing it.
I will tell you this. The number one reason why I have umpires retiring at the early age of 60 or whatever the case might be. You just get to that moment that you put so many years in this, and the last 7-10 years has been just crazy disrespectful. And you're like, I'm out here for the kids. I don't get, and then you hear behind it, I don't get paid enough for this.
Nope.
Again, is there a magic number for that? No, there isn't.
Nope.
Does it help to be paid adequately, for the service when you see certain states, at over $100 for a high school game, for an official to be, working, with the price of inflation with gas, the wear and tear, equipment, the prices of equipment has gone up. You still have to buy new uniforms every year or every other year, whatever the case might be, depending on how you officiate. That stuff goes up, and so with that happening, and you're at a certain level for the last 7 years, getting the same rate, whatever case might be. I will tell you, the NMAA in New Mexico is moving. It has moved into the right direction and going upward every couple of years. They're doing a terrific job, and that's why I still continue to be a part of that organization. And I will tell you that the person that started, and I showed support for from the moment I moved to New Mexico was Dana Pappas. She was one of the reasons when I was still living in Wisconsin and communicating with that office. On when I got there, I jumped in with both feet. And I jumped in with both feet with my knowledge and expertise as a leader. And Dana Pappas and Nate Acosta made me a better leader, made me a better official, because they were doing it. And I'll tell you what, I'm not just blowing smoke, because she would not be the national officials director at the national level at the NFHS. So now she's handling nationally all the officials. She wouldn't be there if she wasn't doing what she did in New Mexico.
Absolutely. It's just kind of rough, man. It's like
that's a key thing, though, Bill. I'll tell you what, leadership. You have to have good leadership, and it's just not leaders, because I'll tell you what, I can't do this by myself. I have a whole team. I have Dave Rast moving to Texas. Yes, Tom Litchfield retired from officiating, but still going to be an educator. I have Rick Day, Santana Tafoya, Patrick Molina, Don Cole, Peter Bertrand, and others. Though Jesse Segura, my biggest leader in training. Those are the individuals. Dominic Toledo, another one. College umpires still helping us even though he's umpiring Division I college, he's still helping us. It's those individuals that I'm surrounded with that makes me a good leader, because what they're doing behind me or on the side of me and doing all the training and stuff like that makes me look good.
Yeah.
Because I can't do it without them.
Yep.
Team
effort.
Exactly.
Team effort. And that's why I say little Tommy, although he might be a superstar or not, he's part of a team. And
there was a school, and I know we were supposed to be talking about golf news, but there was a school last year that was involved in an incident during the playoffs with our officials, and they have agreed that I'm going to go talk to the parents. I'm going to go talk to every parent that has a kid on a baseball team. I'm going to go speak to them, and we're going to do it as a group, and our expectations as an official, and answer questions they have.
Yeah.
You're right. That's a part of this. It's not me dictating what is going to happen and how you're going to act, but I'm going to educate them from this level.
But you know what I see when your kids go to school, they come home with a code of conduct book, and the parent has to sign this.
Umpire talk, by the way, folks.
Right? And if you have to sign this, it tells you flat out your response. If your kid does this, or you do this, or you do that, this is what. Why don't, instead of giving this 1 chance, 2 chance, have a zero tolerance? We have zero tolerance for less.
Yeah.
Why not bring it into there when you have these meetings that you're going to have with these parents, and hand out these things and have them sign it? So this way, when little Tommy or Big Tommy or Mrs. Tommy decides that they want to be an umpire and tell you how to do your job, and it becomes into this spitting or yelling or using abusive language, then you could act. You signed it. This is going to happen. Little Tommy gets just like when in real life, if you're at the wrong place at the wrong time and you're associating with the wrong person, it don't matter what you do. You get to go to jail too. So let's teach them young. If Mr. Tommy, Big Tommy, Little Tommy, and Miss Tommy, any of you guys do something that's not within the rules, everyone pays.
This is a generational thing that has to be nipped in the bud at the parenting level. It has to be nipped right there.
Away. Yep.
We got to a stage where parents wanted to be their best friends to the child. Can't do that. Got to be a parent. They misbehave. They act up on the field. I had one time some kids dropped the F-bomb on me. Oh, my son doesn't swear. And then they go and ask him, "Did you say that?" And he goes, "Yeah." And so it's things like that. And it's, and then they want to still blame the umpire because, well, if you didn't do that, he wouldn't have said that.
Yeah. Well, we all know he still would have done it.
Speaking of, you have a news story there that you talk about no tolerance. Well, somebody got disqualified.
Yeah, we got about 2 minutes left, but let's see what we got. Okay, I got to pull it up because I was reading it, and then we got sidetracked. You sidetracked me from my story. All right, so LPGA Pro disqualified from the AIG British Open because, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Her caddy used a rangefinder. Can you imagine that?
Because someone else made the mistake.
Somebody. Accountability.
Yes.
Accountability. A little bit from let's see, who is it? From Golf Digest. Anna Balise Trevino, a winner of the Ladies European Tour, was competing as a rookie on the LPGA circuit. She was playing her third AIG Women Open this week, playing well. She had rounds of 72 and 74 in tricky conditions over the opening 2 days at St. Andrews, but just put over strokes halfway through. I guess Nelly Korda, Korda is winning, of course. So they decided to disqualify her because somebody saw her caddy, Miguel Evangelio Gomez Escolar, use a distance measuring device on not one hole, but 2 holes.
Oh, boy.
2 of them. So yeah, she's gone. And even though they basically assessed, the penalties, but the second time she was gone after they found out that he did it twice. So,
Well, we have a golfer that won the FedEx Jude Championship on Sunday and entered the week at number 3 in the season-long standings. Hideki Matsuyama.
Oh, yeah.
Hideki Matsuyama withdrew from the 2024 BMW Championship prior to the start of the second round, citing a lower back injury. The 32-year-old Japanese, somebody knows how back injuries are.
I know how that feels.
The 32-year-old Japanese star shot 5 under 67 in the first round of the Cats at Castle Pines Golf Club. He had to wait 3 hours and 10 minutes during a suspension of play to hit his second shot on 18 on Thursday. You know how that goes. He stuck it with 2 feet, but missed a putt to finish the day 1 stroke off the lead. At the same time, just injuring his back because he was all stiff.
Well, I think when we go to PickleCon, we could talk a little bit more. We could talk on the pickle side in the kitchen a little bit about golf, because I want to touch on on Matt Kuchar and what he did last week. And then we can go into the pickle in the kitchen and wrap the show up.
Sounds good. And by the way, rest in peace, a very good friend of yours and mine, very good friend of the show, Chichi Rodriguez passed away, and he will be missed. His iconic dressing, and the hat, and he is going to be missed. Every single year we run into him at PGA show.
I remember when I don't know. When we went to Puerto Rico. When we went to Puerto Rico, we passed by his house.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Let's get into next.
All right. We'll be right back right after this on the Ignite Golf Network.